It's July 16th, and I'm looking out the deck toward the road, which you can't see because of all the trees. Friday night, what is it? This is July 16th, Sunday. Friday night, we had a short thunderstorm, and we had the deck open. We were in the house, and all of a sudden, this big clap of thunder, an immediate orange flame just overtook the whole view outside the window, and just a huge ball of fire. And that was it. But I mean, the clap of thunder and the flame was immediate. So I looked out, and you know, I didn't see anything. It's hard to tell when all you could see was this huge yellow ball where it actually came from. And then the next day, you know, I went down the driveway here to the road and just kind of looked around at the trees on the other side of the road and didn't see anything. Anyway, so then I came out on the deck and just looked around and again didn't see anything. But then the next day I came out on the deck and just looked around, and I saw this little piece of wood here, and it's a chunk out of a tree. Okay, and so then I started to look around, and here, about 30 feet away from the edge of the house is this elm tree, and I noticed a burnt looking spot right there on the tree. And we've had this happen before, so apparently the lightning strike hit that tree, and we'll go out and take a little closer look at it in a minute. And that's where our ball of flame must have come from. Well, there's our tree. This is a long view, but let's go a little closer and see what happened. We can see stuff around on the ground, chunks of bark, leaves blown off the tree. I mean, you know, leaves and little branches and twigs, yeah, that's understandable. But I guess the point I want to make is here's chunks of tree bark. There's about a 2 or 3 foot long piece, another piece of bark, more bark, more bark blown off the tree. Here's bark in the bushes, more bark. And here we're, what, 20 feet away from the tree. There's another 3 foot chunk of bark. More bark, leaves, bark. So what happens here, in case you didn't know, is that when the lightning strikes, it immediately turns the sap or whatever in the tree into steam, and it just blows up. You know, it actually explodes that stuff right out of the tree. So that's what happened, and we try a close-up here. Let's see if I get really close here. And then the tree branches out, and we can see that the right-hand branch is where the strike actually hit. I guess that's as close as I can get it, but it went right up that branch, and I guess all the way to the top. So I don't know whether this is a tiniest little crack there. I don't know if that tree is cracked and going to have to come down or not, but it sure made a lot of noise. So that was our little bit of excitement for last week, and there's the deck where I found that original piece of wood.